Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about this not gonna be a less lethal. I think I do quite a bit of less lethal, but this you can apply less lethal methods in it. Um, don't assume because you live in a nice neighborhood that trouble can't come your way. It's easy um, be gone to the hill um, with weapons when you're in a dangerous area or when you're in the country. But I guess, people come and attack you in the middle of nowhere. But you're also defenseless too, because by the time you call the cops, it's 20, 25 minutes later, 45 minutes later, so you have to be your own cop. So I can understand that. But what if your neighborhood is nice? I literally am blessed. And I do not take this for granted, trust me. You have nice people walking with their dogs, with their kids playing in their yard, which is a huge indication of if your area is dangerous or not. When when you got kids playing in the yard, but even if your neighborhood is nice and you got watch groups in nice neighborhoods and in my area swimming parties, don't rest on your laurels. Don't rest on living in a nice neighborhood, because that's when bad things happen. And I'm not talking paranoia. I'm definitely not trying to advertise that, because sometimes people are like, oh, it's always dangerous, even on a sunny day. Don't go outside. I'm not saying that. But don't rest on your laurels when you have a nice neighborhood, because if I was a crook and I'm thinking like I'm thirsty, I need to rob houses to take care of my family. Some people are that way. Everything's not, I'm a bad guy. Some people gotta do what you gotta do. And if I gotta do it against you, that's just how it is. You have a lot of those people too. So if I was a crook, I'm gonna look for a neighborhood where it's no man. I'm gonna look for if there's a single parent with kids. I'm gonna look for somebody that's old. If they're like in their 70s and they still have their house, I'm gonna look for them. And I'm not even a crook. I'm just thinking in my mind, if I had to do what I have to do. So I would look in my neighborhood and like, yo, there's a lot of areas where people, walking their dogs. Now, granted, they're not gonna carry money on them, so I'm not gonna like, give me your money, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. But I may see you walk back to your house, maybe sit in an unparked car, and just kind of watch your patterns and see what type of patterns you have. Now, everybody got cameras, and that's true, and that's a great help. But my sister-in-law, who don't live in the best neighborhood, told me that, there's ways people are just covering the cameras with tape. And, they doing what they have to do. So they'll have something on, come from the side of the camera, especially if that's all they have ring, come from the angle and put tape over it and keep it moving, or they'll just break it off. So, you know, you have that going on too. People are creative when they want to get you. For me, I'm blessed. I have 3 cameras. Technically, I have 4 if I put one up. I have cameras. I have 2 cameras that's high up. So you would have to have something to knock them down. My ring is, you know, eye level, so if they really didn't want to take it, they could. But I have cameras on both sides that's pointing. One in the middle, one pointing this way, one pointing that way, angle. So I'm going to catch something. But still, if they don't want to be seen on camera, they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really trust on camera. I think, just keep your guards up. Make sure your car door is locked. Make sure you have floodlights, because people don't want exposure, being secretive is the way most crooks want to get down. So they try to do this in low light with not a lot of exposure and not with a lot of cameras. And if they do break in, because you'd be surprised how many people leave their doors unlocked. You'd be really surprised. A lot of people leave their doors unlocked. A lot of people leave their car doors unlocked. I have a habit every night. I lock all the cars in the house, and I got teenagers, and then I have a stepson. My God, may God help him, because if I depend on him, he'll just not pay attention and just leave doors unlocked and stuff. But I go behind him, check his car, which he leaves unlocked. I lock it. And then my car and another car got the garage opener. What a lot of people have done, have taken the garage opener, come back a day or two, or they kind of see what the patterns of the people in the house, and then they'll come back when they think there's nobody in the house. So yeah, it's many ways to skin a cat, but my thing is, for me, I live in an okay neighborhood, but I know where I grew up from, and I know where I'm from. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. To be exact, I'm from North Memphis, which is known for bad things. A lot of parts of Memphis is known for bad things. There's a lot of nice areas in Memphis too. It's not all. It just depends on your money. You could be in Beverly Hills, and there could be a bad place if your money ain't right. When you make good money, you tend to keep up with what you have, but when you don't got nothing, most people want to take yours, or they're jealous. That's the truth. So, you keep that mentality, I gotta protect this, even if the neighborhood is good. Because I know at any given time there could be a series of break-ins, and people will be like, oh my God, what happened? Oh my God, this used to be such a nice neighborhood. And it happens just like that. You target people, you think they don't have nothing to defend themselves, and then you go after them. But there's a lot of people, they don't look like something, and then they strapped up. I know of about 2 people on my neighborhood, 60-year-old women, with dogs, but their husbands used to be police officers. So the husbands taught them how to do weapons, and they still fire. So it's kind of funny that way. But never judge a book in your cover, by its cover. But in the story, be wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove, as they say. Be on your guard. Watch your surroundings. Make sure you got cameras. Make sure you check your doors. I have a habit. I would check my doors downstairs maybe about 3 or 4 times, just to make sure, because I have left my garage open and I forgot. Just you be juggling things, got multiple things, and you forget to hit the garage door on your way. As you going in, or you exiting your house, and you late for work, and then you realize, I left my garage door open. Anybody could have came in and took anything. And it happens just like that. That was me beeping the horn. Somebody was sliding in my lane, so I had to let them know, I'm right here. So yeah, just be on your cues, and be able to defend what you have. And if they make it through inside, then they deserve wherever they get. Now if they knocking on your door and wrong direction, like Ralph Yarrow, I'm talking about they legit trying to break in your house, then you give them wherever they come for. And if you feel like your life is under a threat, and that's a fine rule, because it depends on interpretation. Some lawyer says that your life wasn't under threat, and some depending on the county, says you have the right to defend your property. Castle doctrine, stand your ground, no retreat. So that's a story for another day. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Protect what you got, because you work hard for it. All right, have a good one.